Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Standard Grind with Goblin Ringleader. And well, we're back from the energy series. We played both the 10K and the 5K. It was an amazing time with some amazing people. I'm super excited. And yeah, we're just going to jump right into it. So it says that we're streaming. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to mute myself. And then unmute myself. The audio sounds good on the stream side. And let's begin. So the first thing I would like to do is just a big shout out to Nerd Rage Gaming for setting up an amazing time once again. Amazing venue, great time hanging out with friends. If we go to my Twitter, which is just where I post like the smallest. There was a lot of really cool stuff going on this weekend. So if we go to my profile, first off, shout out to FlexLot. FlexLot was working with Spice Rack to run all of the different websites and the pairing things. The technology, I should say, that all the backend was managed by FlexLot. So big shout out to George Jabor for being an awesome head of tech. And look at that red hoodie standing out like a beacon in the crowd with my crazy hair. Top 32, we hit it today. It was kind of crazy. Our last match was up against Spirits. We played we were playing for top 16, and the only Spirits player in the entire venue is who we played against. It was really cool. If I was gonna lose, I was happy to lose to Spirits. Shout out to my opponent. Now it was really cool just being able to see the people like Norm just hanging out and like playing Magic. Like I had never seen Norm play any Magic, so I was like, I'm just gonna take a photo and put it up because everyone deserves to see the legend play Magic. He takes all those candid photos of us. The least we could do is make him look good too. One of my favorite moments in my entire life. I cannot believe I still am just in disbelief that it happened. Someone actually watches my content. I know this person from Energies, and I've talked to them many times. They're a friend, and they were like, "I'm playing Pioneer Goblins. Can you sign my goblins?" And I was like, "Yes." It was like oh my god, it just made me so happy. And I signed some goblins. I gave them to him. I was like, "You are the first person to ever ask me for this, so hell yes, you can have literally anything you want." Shout out to the legend. Oh no, what do we click? Yeah, it was just an amazing time, and we did a chaos draft. Chaos draft with some amazing people. Shout out to my boy Fred. We went 2-1 in his chaos draft, so we got to sign 2-1 Goblin Ringleader, and we put a little Snoop there on the mountain. So it was a great time. But so in standard, I don't know why it didn't say Goblin Ringleader. It said John Strepik, which is my real name. Doxed. But 2-6, we played the entire thing. We didn't give up. Just wanted to make sure that we got the reps in. Standards are pretty tough. We knew it was going to be a tough bill, and eventually the format's going to shift back to like blue-ish control decks and or back into like a mid-range style format where we're going to be able to grind a little bit more efficiently. But for now, it's in a pretty tough spot overall. So 88th, we knew it was going to be tough. We took a deep breath, went to bed, woke up. Top 30. Or top 32. We were fighting for a 5-2. That was the goal. A 5-2 would have guaranteed top 20. I think person I lost to was Jordan. So shout out to Jordan. And yeah, shout out to my friend Kamari, Zoe the legend, Isaac, someone who plays sometimes. And yeah, just like it's crazy how many people you meet on the shout out to Will, talking about Team Flex Slot. No, sorry, that's the other Will. Shout out to Will, my friend. The guy who beat me on camera when I was 2-0 in Modern, the absolute legend. His advice to play high level pro Magic is to get lucky. And you know what? If you do get lucky, sometimes you do just win. And to to Charlie, I should stop swearing. To Charlie Dusterberg, for being an absolute legend and going 6-1, which is insane. So there's so many cool people that we get to play with. Here's the will from Flexlot. So many amazing people that you get to play with. So many people you get to meet. And yeah, it's just an amazing time. But you know what? 2-6, 4-3, none of that matters because at the end of the day, we're going back, baby, back to the standard grind. Because you know what? The only thing that changes is the day. So, what I'm going to start with is looking at the sideboard. Was there anything that just felt really bad? Main changes. I think 4 Krenko is not needed. Painter Studio's good. But I also felt like sometimes we wanted a Draconautics. Just to make a big dude. I don't think the green splash is really worth it. Crazy as that sounds. If we just cut the paw patches, we get to play Soulstone Sanctuaries, not in the sideboard. Interesting. 2, 3. Okay, so 1, 2. Really? It's late, I'm sorry. This is after hours with Goblin Ringleader. We figured it out. Is there any other card I really want to test? Maybe Lackey's not good enough. Maybe we just want Scamp. Even though the haste is amazing, Scamp is kind of like a lot of damage if you have multiple lords. I guess that makes the Painter Studios better. That's not really what we need. Cut the breaches, add a squee. 12, 13, 10, 3, and this is 20. We're going to add 2. Look at the red lands that we have access to. These are all pretty rough. They're like, you could play another color. It's true, it's true. Someone was talking to me about playing red-white, which I think is not a horrible idea because you get access to another land or manland, creature land. Interesting. I guess we could play Shelter by Ghost in the sideboard. No, but then we have to worry about white sources. That seems horrible. It might just be more mountains. 7, 14, 16. Cut 2. That's 24, 23. That's a 61. Now we go to the sideboard. And okay. I liked the idea of going Sunspine Links, and there's a lot of times. Oh, I can't spell. Nemesis. I did the same thing twice. Nem sis. There's times I wanted to bring in 3 Screaming and Nemesis, 3 Sunspot Links. 3 Brothers Head End, and then we just do 2 Torch. And then I think something that I really wanted in the main, now that I think about it, was some number. Here we go, 2, 2. If we cut the Painter Studios and the Draconautics Engineers for burn, and then put like the Painters. I guess we could go Monstrous Rage 2, but that's not that we're not playing that game plan really. Let's see what other goblins we have before we make a decision. I mean, Draconautics is another way to give Krenko haste, so that's pretty good. Play 2 of those. Let's run it. See if mono red gives us a little bit better results. Standard. Boom. Super excited to jam some standard. It's always a blast. I feel like the Pioneer result could have gone a little bit better. That's how good the deck feels. It top 32, and it feels like I could have definitely pulled off a little bit of a better result. This hand's pretty nice. I think I already like the way that Burst Lightning feels. Interesting. They probably trade. It's really close. I feel like if they're thinking that they can race, they don't trade. Yeah, but if they don't trade, then we just play a Sear Slicer and go super wide. And now we can trade when they attack with a token that we made for free. And now, now we drew the Lord, which is amazing here. We just slam that. Go to combat. Swing in for 4. They can double trade. And then I make the token back. And then I really don't lose that much from combat. Like, worst case scenario, they have like a combat trick. And they pump one of their dudes so that it survives. And then I really don't mind. And if they don't have anything, those are just 2 creatures that really didn't do anything. Perilous Snare takes my Lord, I believe. Scared of the Sear Slicer. Okay, so they're just going to start taking like damage immediately. So play the Bastronaut. Start my engines. Play the Draconautics. Give other creatures haste. It's very important. It can't attack. Untap of Keep. Wrath of God. No, Steel Seraph. Gives it lifelink. Untap of Keep. Not quite at Kick a Burst Lightning yet. However, we can double pump our Bastronaut, which is pretty cool. We'll attack like this. Play a Krinko and just pass. They can gain 3, go to 7, and if they flicker it, they can gain 5, go to 9. Okay, that's fine too. They're going to gain a bunch, but we're going to make a bunch of tokens. And we're probably going to race. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm not at Kick a Burst Lightning yet, but I'm really close. Oh, what I can do next to combat, this one is first strike, so we can't attack like that. These attacks, they want to double block the Bastronaut. Because it could be a lot if they, yeah. So they're thinking, I want to double block that Bastronaut, so they do. Before first strike damage, I would like to Burst Lightning, going to max speed. I would like to pump, and then I would like to Burst Lightning your Boonbringer Valkyrie. Then we can tap Krinko still before damage. Deal 3 to the Boonbringer first. Trade off with that. Put you to 4. You can gain 4. Go back up to 8, but then I kill you on the crackback. Archangel of the Tides. Angel Tribe was pretty cool. So creatures can't attack unless I pay 1 for each. They go to 8. I can pay for 4 of them currently. 5 of them now. Combat. I'd like to attack with this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. That's 6. 5. Auto pay. You block 4. Take a bunch. GG's opponent. Game 2. Okay, so it looks like they're mono white angels. Probably got a lot of life gain. So maybe we just do that. They look like they're just going to dominate the late game. So I'm going to cut my Krinkos. Probably going to bring in Authority of the Consuls. So I'm going to cut my Squeeze. Besides that, maybe we trim on Draconotics and run it like that. I feel like that was a really good game 1 and a really good showing for Burst Lightning. Just having the ability to kill something, having the ability to like manipulate the amount of toughness that creatures have right before first strike is applied. Super imperative sometimes in order to win a couple games, and I've definitely missed in Standard not having access to removal in the main deck. Only having a Fanatical Firebrand is kind of tough, especially when so many decks play Torch the Tower in the main. The card is a house. Overall, it was an amazing weekend, though. Meta Knight, shout out to Kirby. Hey, Kirby. All right, and we're back. Sure. I would say this hand sucks, but it's literally our entire It's literally our entire sideboard. So why do they say good game? Enlists a creature. Scry 2. Enlist. What is enlist? As this creature attacks. Cool. That's fine. I would like to say die and then pass it over. Just a little lightning. A little taste of fire. And then I'll take 2, go to 18. Yeah, you can do that thing. Am I gonna die to this veteran survivor? I don't know. Becomes a 5/4. Another Guardian of Benubenalia. Okay. One card away. This could be bad. I think we just play the Screwing Nemesis and don't attack, which is as crazy as I could possibly sound. But kind of want to see what they're going to do. They hit their land drop, which is important. Probably have a Perilous Snare. Bossery's good. Start growing the board. Guardian's going to enlist, tap a creature without summoning sickness, add its creature's power. That's an interesting mechanic. Another Screaming Nemesis. I'm just going to play the Sunspine Links, shoot them for 1. We're going big cat tribal. Big cat tribal. Maybe this is the move. No attacks. Opponent now has access to the Exert on Bossery in every turn in order to make little life-linking cats. Oh, their entire deck now has protection from red. Oh no, that's gonna be really bad. So we go Cavern on Goblin. Play another Screaming Nemesis. Play a Astronaut. Start my engines. Go to combat. Attack like this. Two Screaming Nemesis is crazy because they can't attack and they can't block, really. You kind of just need to, like, kill them. But, like, not with combat damage or burn. Late on Arms is a good answer. No gaining life for me, though. Another Late on Arms? No! Okay. Well, if you have 2 cards left, that's a pretty good 2 cards. Yeah, and now they can enlist. They don't enlist. They do enlist the Veteran Survivor. And then it's if this creature is tapped. So that's a synergy. Now these are both going to be 5/4s. Or sorry, this is a 6/4. This is going to be a 5/4. And there's the Perilous Vault. Do they get these until... Oh, you get to play these turn. Wow. I'm glad it's only for this turn. That's pro red. And that's a 5/4. So this is on chumping duty on this 5/4. I don't think we can push damage fast enough, honestly. Oh, yeah, that wasn't what I was doing. Play the Soulstone. That was a misclick. 5 har. Double block. Yep, that's good. Oh yeah, very much so gonna die to this Virtue of Loyalty. To be fair, they have a sword with pro red. That's pretty good against me. I'm red right now. They get an enlist to make this 9. And then they scry. I think I chump. Probably chump. Is there a world where I take 9? No, because then if I play this Sunspine Lynx. Oh, I clicked. Yeah, sure, we're doing it. I cannot play this Lynx now because I will shock myself. Okay, 2 lands gone. Getting rid of the cards. And we'll go to game 3. Maybe we don't need links, and instead we just do Brotherhood End. Or did we want Torch? No, I think End is good, because if they get like a bunch of knights like they did, we want to be able to sweep their board before they're able to like make them all big, at least big enough to survive a Pyroclasm. Brotherhood End is a consideration to the fact that a lot of the Gruul decks now play like counter synergies, and they'll make their things much bigger, faster. They're slower because they're not temporary buffs, but they're faster in the long run because if you clock damage over turns. This hand's fine. We have a Scamp on 1 into a Seer Slicer. If they deal with that stuff, we Brothers it End. If they don't, we can just play a Lord. Attack. I'm gonna kill it no matter what you do. It's crazy because the same sequence happens no matter what they do. I will do this and then do this. Play this. Play this. Make a body and pass it over. Land pass. This is probably a temporary lockdown. So I'm going to slam this Dropkick Bomber. 5. You can ride Zend my Seer Slicer. So now we're in a position where we can either play this Scamp, hold up Burst Lightning, jump the Scamp, try with the Steel Seraph, or we can just get him with Screaming Nemesis. Next turn, Bolt our Screaming Nemesis, shoot their face, swinging for a bunch, and they can't gain life anymore. They do get this 1 turn with gaining life, but after that, they just can't. Play the scamp. So they can give it lifelink or vigilance. It's going to be curious to see which one they value more. It's definitely going to be lifelink now. Now I'm going to burst lightning my nemesis to hit your face for 2. Damage is good. Pass the end step. Tag like this. Yeah, that's good. I guess we killed their board. We're not going to be able to race. Yeah. Hell yeah. So it's really close, but I think killing their creatures, it takes away the pressure that they have, which means that eventually, because they can't gain life anymore, they'll just die of it. Like with a slow, even if they're able to grind, right? They're not going to be able to like recover and bounce back the way they usually could. So let's keep going. Jimmy jamming along. The grinder stops. Now this is pod racing. Interesting. We don't really want to attack here because they can trade with this or trade with this. And if we don't attack, they don't have an opportunity for these things to die. And we can do some very silly things. They would cover the bases by playing the Lord first. Passing it over. Beans is good. So this is the graveyard deck for sure. Untap will keep draw. Soulstone. Burnout Astronaut. Squee. Combat. Swings for 10. Trading off with the Squee. I'll get 2 death triggers. Got you down to 13. Going to second gear. Gnawing Vermin. Gonna kill my Lord. 2 more death triggers. Draw 3. Okay, that's pretty good. So they have a billion cards in their graveyard. Now they can just start grabbing all of the big ones. Like, is this one? Yeah, that's a good one. This is one of the big ones that we were talking about. So it's 8 mana, 6/6, Menace, Death Touch, and it costs 1 less for each creature card you own in exile and graveyard. So it's a really cool card. As is, they are at 13 though. And we have a house heavy. I think this turn, however, kind of just go play other cards that we have from exile. Push damage. 11, 2 more death triggers. Reverse lightning land. Get the body back. That's the hard thing about when you're playing against Seer Slicers. You can't really attack because there's chump blockers every turn. And then the chump blockers attack as well. So at 11. Just going to go for the get as many blockers as plan as possible. Killed my lord by sacrificing the rat to the Soul of the Lost, killing my flipping a card that they flipped as the Bastronaut. Whoa, flying card real good. Hold up. Just like jam another Bastronaut. Because why not? Because Bashro not play the Howl Squad. They have to kill the Howl Squad now. Go to combat. Sure, they have 2 removal spells. That's fine. We just want this dropkick to survive eventually. Attacks like this. Yeah, damage is good. Got you to 9. Scamp's gonna put you to 8. Max speeds, these have double strike now. Instead, make another token. They're gonna kill the oh my god. We let this game go too long. Good game. Sometimes your opponent just grinds, and then board wipes, and that's how that goes. Let me see if they had any basics. They had 1 basic that game. So Lynx might be good. Definitely Leyline. Let's go. I guess we're pushing damage. Harvester of Miseries is a reason not to play. Bastronaut. We can trim Bastronaut, trim Draconautics. I think if we're bringing in Sunspell Links, we don't want Krenko, which means we can probably trim a dropkick and just run it like that. Oh. And that's the beautiful thing about grinding every day is eventually we'll find something that works, you know? And I'm in no rush to get there. We'll get there when we get there. Down a game. Can I afford to keep this hand? What am I looking for in this matchup? Pretty much this. Kind of want a ley line. Okay. I can keep 3 lands, Lynx, ley line. I think this is an acceptable hand. This might be the opposite of an acceptable hand. However, I am a ley line lover, so. Hey, what's up, bro? Good to see you, man. Thank you for hopping in. Nate and I in Discord. I've probably got like 2 matches left in me, and then I'll hop in Discord 1,000%. Let me see how long I've been streaming for. 38. Yeah, we got like two more matches, and I'll jump over. I know you had to hop out earlier. Glad you're back, bro. Just jamming some standard grind. But yeah, I'll jump in Discord in a little bit. And to y'all watching, Cole Strepik is my brother. He's an absolute legend. Y'all should watch the Jack and Cole podcast we do together. It's an amazing time. It's one of my favorite things that I do. And yeah, he's an absolute legend. I'm gonna slam this Sunspine links, and they're gonna go take 3, and crash. Okay, well now they can trade. I guess 2 of them trades, which is insane. Yeah, give me that squee. I'll take that all day. So we don't attack. We go like play a lord first. So if they kill it, we get a death trigger. Play a Seer Slicer. Go to combat and attack. They can choose to mill me. They just jump block. Okay. Pass it over. Gives me a token, and they concede. Leyline. That was a mold of 5. Leyline real good. Let's try it again. I guess Screaming Nemesis is a great blocker because like they could have like a 6/6, but Leyline's just really good. Oh. Yeah, the amount of games that I've won with Leyline and Cavern of Souls is like higher than the number of games that I've won with the actual goblins. I swear to God. It's so funny. Oh, definitely not that. Okay, this is better. I guess we get bottom of 1 drop. Do we value lands? Probably. Yeah, let's be safe. We have another goblin here, so if we flood, we have some flood mitigation built in. More True Hour is fine. Yeah, there's the flood. And so the flood commences. Hey, Wiremite's good. Kill that Leyline. Mountain. Horde Master. Combat 2. Block. For damage sack. Get 2. 22. Pass it over. Now I really wish I bottomed that land. The issue is, if we draw like a 3 drop and then like a 4 drop, we just get like absolutely destroyed. To be fair, if this happens, we still get absolutely destroyed. Channel a Harvester, exiled a Mountain, decline. Passing it over. Rubble Belt Maverick is pretty good. Okay. Go to combat, attack. Get a damage through. Sometimes you just have to attack, even if it's bad. And the turn. Opponent is only on 2 lands, though, which is good for me. Okay. Bins 2 not lands. I'll activate the Soulstone. Play land, combat. Sure, that's pretty good. Yeah. Pass it over. The scary thing is if they don't have lands in their hand, that means that they have all threats and or removal. Leaning more towards removal every moment. Oh no, that's a 6/6. Okay, well I can go Goblin and play my Goblin. And I can kick this Burst Lightning to deal 4. So it's just Stoke the Flames, you know? It's not quite insane. The Haywire Might is actually ridiculous. It's so good. Ridiculous in a good way. I like cards that are busted. No blocks. I'll race. Fingers crossed. Never mind. I take it all back. We're not gonna be able to race. Okay. Well, I guess I can trade with one if they block. So I can go kick a Burst Lightning. Good game. Well played, opponent. Yeah, that's just really close. Probably play 1 or 2 more standard matches, and then I'm gonna crash early because I woke up really early today for the 5K. But it was a great time. See, it's 12:44, 46. Yeah, we can get to an hour, 1000%. You know what? For those of you who ever brawl, let's do a little bit of brawl. Because we're not gonna be able to get through all the standard that we usually get to, or the pioneer. Might as well segment it a little bit smaller and give the people what they want. Play the people's format. Brawl it up. I will say it was a really good time hanging out with the friends. The crew is so cool. All the people that I meet at the energy are just amazing. I'm just honored to be a part of the horde. Land go. I will not shock now. I will shock later. To shock or not to shock? That is the question. I will shock this because it's just on curve and it is the right thing to do. I will play this Arena of Glory and Exert to cast my Legend with haste, which then allows me to schmacka, immediately making damages and passing. That feels pretty good. Opponent's got a board wipe. Do they board wipe? No, it's zombie tribal. This could be my chance. 3. Yep. We're punching in for 7. Eat a 2/2. No, damn it. Oh yeah, they do block. That makes sense. I was like, I'm tapped out, so land. Death Priest. Skeletons, vampires, and zombies to get +1/+1. Begin your end step. If a creature died, make a 1/1. Okay. Well, now I'm gonna. Oh, I didn't give it haste. I'm so dumb. It's okay. That's a 3/4. You said. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna attack with this guy, and then pass. You can block. I'm gonna monstrous rage this one. And schmecka. Deal some damages. Okay, so it's Zombie Lord Tribal. That's pretty awesome. I loved it when this card came out. It was so flavorful. And their legend is the Lord too. That's amazing. Okay, as is we can go play a Ruin Blaster. 1, 2, 3. That's 10 in the air right there. But I think we can have more fun if we go next to combat, attack, 1 attack, damage, trigger, tap, make 5, deal 5, put them to 4, and jump 1, jump the other. And that's it. Oh my god. Okay. Well, let's do one more. One, or if it's a really fast one, we'll do 2. But if it's like a decent length game, we'll do one more brawl, and then I'm gonna crash because I gotta play games with my bro after this. He's in Colorado, so he's an hour behind me. I'm just one man run away. Flash TOC, yes. Lord Alexander the Collector. We're slam keeping it because we get to turn to create. This is noble tribal. I can feel it in my bones. Okay. Playing one more. That's why we said we might play 2 more. Okay, we can do this. Deep breath, reset. And the drive from Madison wasn't even that bad. 90 is an amazing piece of architecture, connecting the entire Midwest. Okay. Sure. I have a Muxus. I'm happy. Show me what's up. Show me what you got. Does this give it haste? No, just menace and trample. Opponent's playing Kellen. Hot. Drop kick hero. Oh, yeah. F it. He's a big boy. Exile, kill, murder, death. Behold, I am death, destroyer of worlds, said the thing to the goblin. Yep. And that's why we should have waited. No, because when it left, we draw through to the land. Play the chieftain, then attack. Now everything's gonna have haste and +1/+1. You gotta kill this too, buddy. No, they're gonna play a creature now, probably. I guess Skyclave could take it. Skyclave would probably be the best thing here. Okay. Nothing happened. Interesting. I'm always expecting stuff to happen. So Krenko has haste. This is dangerous for them. Attacks like this. $21. You make a treasure. Board wipe? If they don't board wipe, they're in trouble. Shelter by Ghost on the Krenko. I have enough mana to pay for place, Scorching Shot, and pay. Scorching Shot super overperforms every time I play with it. No blocks. Mentor is good. This one, yes. Autopay. I would like my Krenko back. And I would like to make dudes. And then swing the said dudes. If we untap with this Krenko, I don't know. Okay, they're O-ring tribal. They're not even Kellen tribal. They're O-ring tribal, and I respect that. Something to be said about O-ring. And Shelter Ray Ghost is probably like the most pushed O-ring has ever been. Okay, play Kellen trigger. Interesting. Roxanne. We go everything is aced. So General Create, Firebrand, Combat, everything besides this. GG's opponent well played. Well, it's been an amazing time, and we'll be back tomorrow. This week, back at the grind every day, 10:30 to midnight. Gonna be doing a standard stream and a brawl stream. Till tomorrow, I guess today. I'll be back with another stream, and thank you for watching. Have a beautiful night.